Good afternoon. I'm Bridget Namata.
And I'm Justin Cruz, and this is a special cut-in on KHON, Ready for Rail.
That's right. We are interrupting scheduled programming because this is a historic day in Hawaii. Just Oahu has something extra to celebrate for this 4th of July weekend.
This is a long time coming, over a decade since the groundbreaking, decades of planning for the rail, which is now called Skyline, Honolulu Skyline. And it kind of brings back memories, at least for, I think, for a lot of people in the state of Hawaii, of massive transportation construction projects like the H3.
Right.
I remember the first time I drove down the H3 after completion, which was also very expensive and controversial, but that drive is beautiful, right?
That's right.
Also, big projects that have happened in the state of Hawaii in the past, the Reef Runway at the Honolulu Airport. And I don't know about you, but every time I take off on that Reef Runway, it's a beautiful view. Other things, Saddle Road and the Lahaina Bypass. Those are big, huge construction projects. And this one is our next one that we're launching today. Now, we have team coverage.
That's right. And we're going to start with Chrissy Tamashiro. She's at Halawa Station, Aloha Stadium Station. And Chrissy, I hear people have already been lining up to ride the rail over there.
That's right, Bridget and Justin. It's such an exciting day and historic in Hawaii transportation history. Now, it's been a busy day here at the Halawa Station from early this morning. Now, I can tell you, people are excited. We're up here at the platform. We're told a train should be here in a matter of minutes, and the first passengers of the public will be boarding Skyline. But you know what? This morning was incredible. A lot of good vibes here, lots of big smiles. We're going to take a look right here at all the people waiting very patiently. You know, within the past couple hours, there were people arriving maybe around 12:30, 1 o'clock, even though the gates were not opening until 2 p.m. People from Hawaii Kai, we met people from Salt Lake, and look at that. The train is here, Skyline, and these passengers here at the Halawa Station getting ready, excited to board Hawaii's first rail transportation system. We're going to take a look. Let's go ahead and show you some of the people about to board. Now, we met people from near and far. Auntie's right here from Kalihi. They rode the bus here, and take a look. First passengers getting on Skyline. Lots of excitement. Now, we saw people with their bicycles. We saw full-on families, you know, getting ready with their keiki to board Skyline. Many people we spoke with talked about the excitement. You know, something that they've never expected is finally here. And, you know, it's been, again, an incredible day. You can see all those people joining us here up on Skyline. All right, and the first train is about to close up and head over to the next stop, which is Pearl Ridge. And some logistics for today, of course. A reminder, today is free to the public. You will not need a holo card, but starting tomorrow, you will need a holo card, and that will carry on through July 4th, Tuesday. But again, that is the free period. You know, earlier today, like I was mentioning, a lot of excited people, lots of big smiles. Let's take a listen to some of the first people in line. No, you are one of the first people here. Skyline opening today. What are you excited for, and what made you come down so early?
I had plans to ride this rail years ago when they stopped it, and I said, I'm so glad they're finally getting it going, because I want to ride this rail all the way to Kapolei. My brother lives down Honokaihali, and I plan to make use of it.
Awesome, and you know, this project has been years and years in the making, so to finally step foot on it today, I mean, what are you so excited for?
I want to see, somebody said it shakes a lot, but I want to find out for myself how it feels.
Awesome, and you know, what is the vibe like today? I think a lot of excitement, yeah?
Very much so. I'm so nervous, like a little child. I'm going to ride a bus.
Awesome. And then talk to me about how you guys caught the bus over here. How was that? You know, was it an easy way to find over here?
Yes, we caught the bus we parked her car at the terminal, the bus terminal, and then we caught the bus, got off right over here. Wanted to get in earlier, but they said 2 o'clock opening. I said, I can wait.
What is bringing you here to Skyline's grand opening, and what are you folks expecting or excited for?
Well, the most important thing is to get the ride on the train with all the view. I want to see what you can see from the train. They said that the Skyliner, you can see vista. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I mean, let's say a subway. What can you see in a subway? You're down in the hole. So I'm looking forward to the view out of the window. Maybe first time I've ever seen that. You know, it's going to be incredible. It should be a wonderful experience.
And Diane, what are you looking forward to?
I think it's such an auspicious occasion, and it's something that, being a resident here, I would like to have seen it for the very first time. So that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome. And I mean, you guys are here early, so what was the planning like? I mean, what was the idea behind getting here early?
Well, we thought about there would be a lot of people, so we wanted to get here before the crowd. I mean, that's it. You know, I mean, we knew it was 2 to 6. You know, you can ride free between 2 and 6, but we wanted to get here early because we thought there would be a lot of people. And as you can see, the people are lining up.
All right, and all those people that got here bright and early lined up, of course, on that first train that just departed from here at the Halawa station. Now, a reminder, a one-way trip will take you 45 minutes. One way will be 22 minutes. And of course, it's going to be an exciting day, a very busy day. We already have more people coming up the stairs and getting ready for the next train here at the Halawa station. But we'll be here all day getting people's reactions and, of course, covering this historic day. For now, reporting live from Halawa, Chrissy Tamashiro, KHON2 News, working for Hawaii. Back to you.
Well, thank you very much,
Justin,
Christy.
we just saw history right there. Those were the first passengers on Honolulu Skyline
And
officially.
you know what? It's very exciting. Even not being there, just watching this entire process unfold, it's very exciting. And we've got Christy at the Halawa station, but that doesn't round out our coverage.
Well, that's right. The trains with all of those passengers is going to take 45 minutes from Halawa station to East Kapolei. That's where Sam Spangler is. Sam, how's it over there?
Bridget and Justin, we actually had the train pulled back in after we saw about 8 minutes ago the first train here from Koalakai or East Kapolei took off headed towards UH West Oahu, of course, a westbound direction. Now, this is the end of the line or the beginning of the line, however you look at it. This is the first stop on the west side. Now, folks are getting aboard the train. Greg, let's hop on. We're going to get on the train. We're going to head over to UH West Oahu so you get a look of what it's like in here. Really spacious. Lots of folks getting on. Now, the first train ride was about 20 people because they just didn't want to load it up before it headed all the way back east. Of course, a lot of other folks want to get on the train, so they didn't want to jam this up. This can actually fit 800 people on this train. You can see how spacious it is. We're walking right down the middle of the train right now. Lots of folks really excited. I compare it to a big event, like a concert or like a sporting event. Just the electricity in the air is palpable. Folks very excited. From Kopuna, you know, we had a lot of Kopuna who live out here in Kapolei who wanted to ride this because it's a little bit easier for them to get around. We also saw lots of local families who are in their 20s and 30s with their keiki, as well as teenagers who are excited to get on Skyline. And this is a good place to really get an idea of why this is called Skyline. Before these doors close, you can look outside that window. You have a beautiful view of the skyline here in Waikiki from East Kapolei. Doors closing right now. We're going to get these other doors to close, so impossible for you to fall onto the tracks, right? Another safety measure right here. But a beautiful view from this train. And you can see it taking off right now, headed to UH West Oahu. Now, that's a real quick stop. You can actually see the train station from here. We're going to give you a look as this thing heads out. And you get an idea of how quiet it is. You see the folks waving on the train. A great view on either the front or the back, the bookend cars of this train, which again does fit 800 people. So it's just a beautiful place to look, and you get to see the skyline. You can see the skyline on a day like today. Now, one thing we were a little nervous about was, is it going to be hot? You know, I'm wearing a shirt and tie, so I was kind of concerned that I'd be sweating. But really, with the trade winds, with the elevated platform, this is actually a center platform. A lot of the other trains do have multiple platforms. This is a center platform. Nice trades coming in from the northeast, so it keeps you nice and cool. Plenty of shade that you can see there in the background. And these trains come every 10 minutes, so it's not like you're going to be sitting here and waiting for a long time. Once again, this is an area where there's not going to be a park and ride, right? So you're going to have to find an alternate route to get here. There is a bus C that starts in Makaha that goes all the way here. Now, that used to go straight to Ala Moana from Makaha along the H1, but it's got to stop here now. And it stops right at the station. So that's an easy spot for folks who are living on the west side. Take the bus in if they want to get aboard Skyline, and then take that to, if they work at Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam, they want to go to Aloha Stadium. And then in 2025, when the airport station is supposed to open up, they can take it to the airport, etc. But as for now, no parking here at this East Kapolei area. So these other areas like UH West Oahu, as well as Halawa, have a park and ride. You can park there. This is a spot where you got to take your bike. You can take the bike aboard the Skyline trains, or you can take the bus here. That's probably the best way to do it here. But even though there's no parking here, still saw lots of people, lots of folks excited. You can see everybody raising their hands, lots of folks throwing shakas. So just good feelings here. Now, we did speak to some residents about, having to pay general excise tax for this $10 billion project is what this is amounted to. They said they're proud to pay that. Obviously, they weren't happy about the ballooning costs, but they said they're proud of what this city has gotten, it becoming somewhat of a major city with this implementation of rail. So lots of excitement, even though there is some controversy regarding the project. So we're just waiting here. The train is going to come back along this track. This is the eastbound track. This is the only one we're using. This train over here is not in service. This is just an extra train today. But we saw already 2 trains leave this station and get boarded up with plenty of people, and those have both been on time. We started a little early. I think we had the first train that left. That was at about 1:58 this afternoon. We'll make sure to keep you updated here from Kualakai in East Kapolei. Reporting now live, Sam Spangler, KH12 News. Let's send it back to Justin and Bridget.
Oh, Sam, thank you so much. I never thought I would be so excited for public transportation. And Jess, I loved seeing all those smiles on those passengers' faces, because this has been a long time coming. It broke ground for the rail 2011.
And the people that we've talked to that are riding the rail today, the Skyline, they're not just West Side people that work and live in West Oahu. Some of them are townies that are coming into the rail stations today just to try it out. I mean,
get the experience.
When they get on that rail, they're going to see views that you can't see anywhere. You
can't get it on a car, that's for sure.
Yeah, and it's just breathtaking. And I think a lot of the initial attraction for people to ride Skyline will be the views that you can't get anywhere else.
That's
of
right.
Town, of the mountains, of the small communities. So that's something to always look forward to. Now, you have ridden the Skyline. Initial thoughts for people that are going to go on it this weekend or in the future?
So I have ridden the subway in New York City. I've rode the metro in Washington, D.C. As for Honolulu Skyline, absolutely breathtaking. 11 miles of elevated guideway, although you did mention that there's one rail station for folks who may be afraid of heights, there's one station that's not elevated, and that is that's
the Pearl Highlands station. We're going to talk about those stations as well. And each one of these stations, although it might seem that they're alike, they're actually very different. And let's talk about the parking, which is very important.
People are going to want to know about parking.
All right. Now, there are 3 stations with parking.
The first one, of course, is Halawa.
The second one is Ho'opili Station, and the third one is West Oahu. Now, where Sam was, East Kapolei, they do have future plans for parking, but right now, as of today, we only have parking at Ho'opili, UH West Oahu, and then at Halawa. The rest of the areas either have very limited parking or future park and ride stations, and that does include the Waiawa and Pearl Highlands station. And the rest of them, well, you could take the bus, get dropped off. They have that kiss and ride area where you get, basically say goodbye to your family, and then jump on the rail.
And just a reminder, folks, for today, getting on the rail, it's free. Once it comes Saturday, Sunday, you will also be able to get in for free. However, you will need a holo card to gain access for the rail. All right.
I do want to mention one unique station, and this is for the future. This station right here, which is the West Rail Operations Center. Now, that station will actually have an H2 freeway entrance right into that rail station. Why is this important? Because that brings people from the North Shore. It brings them from Mililani. It brings them from that part of the island right into the rail station. And this is the only one thus far in phase 1 that actually has plans for the H2 to go right into it. And again, that is at the Rail Operations Center. All right, let's continue now, and let's just talk about the fare structure for the Skyline. This is for your Holo Holo card, which does include the bus fare. Now, the single fare, $3. Very affordable. The daily cap is $7.50. So if you ride the bus and you get on the rail and do all the transfers, you're not going to get charged more than $7.50 a day. Very, very doable. Monthly rates are at $80 and yearly at $888 or $880. I did a little bit of math on this, Bridget, and for the monthly, I wouldn't recommend getting the monthly or yearly unless you know for a fact that you will be using this more than around 11 times in a month's span. If it's less than 11 times, it's just easier to go with a single fare that has that daily cap of $7.50. That yearly fare of $880 is a really good deal for the bus and the Skyline. But again, if you are not going to be using it a lot, you might as well just stick with the single fare. Bridget and I both live and work in town very close. So we're going to be a single fare kind of person.
Yeah, that's right. I do think people also want to know about the amenities, Just. You want to talk about that? The amenities on the Skyline train?
Yes, I'm so sorry. Somebody was speaking into my ear.
So just to let everyone know, just because all of the rail stations are outdoors, there is air conditioning inside the trains. And also, if you need to do work, if you want to get on the train to commute to your 9 to 5, there is Wi-Fi on the train.
A lot of people have also been asking about pets. Now, this is a very, I think it's a plus. First off, pets that are service animals, of course, they're allowed. But you can also bring a small pet with a few conditions. Number one, the pet has to sit on your lap or be in a carrier underneath the seat. The pet cannot be in a seat that is reserved for humans. So if you have a Great Dane, I don't think you could have that sitting down next to you or up above in the luggage racks or underneath. So it's got to be a reasonably sized, smaller sized dog. So you can bring your pets with certain circumstances.
That's right. And please keep this in mind. All of these trains are driverless. However, I have been on the train. There are plenty of security cameras, and there's an entire rail operations system that will be staffed 24 hours. So security should not be an issue if you are worried about that. Also, if you're going to be bringing bulky items on the train, for example, a bike, they do actually have designated bike stations inside where you can dock your bike in the inside of the train where you're not bothering anybody else. And I know this is probably going to come across if some folks forget to charge their phone. There are some limited power outlets inside of each train.
Well, give us the inside scoop. Where did you see those power outlets? Because that's where I want to go.
They actually closer to the entrance, the doors of each Skyline.
All right, so not every seat will actually have a power outlet, but there are some available. Now, you have been on the rail. We can see Sam going in,
getting on right
checking it out again. I'm actually pleasantly surprised at the number of people that actually showed up at 2 o'clock today, right when this thing opened. What do you think?
Hey.
I think this is a great crowd.
Well, first of all, it's free. Why not take advantage of this? And because I think this project has been so controversial, obviously cost ballooned to $9.9 billion. This has been decades in the making. People want to see for themselves where their taxpayer money is going, and it looks like a lot of people, at least for today, were excited and happy for what they saw.
Yeah, and I feel that excitement. I'm glad a lot of people are checking it out. Of course, you can check it out for free all the way through the weekend. You don't need a Holo Holo card today, but you might as well get one because if you're going to ride tomorrow, you're going to have to get one anyway. And those are easy to get. They do say, however, if you do want to get a Holo Holo card, get it before you get to the rail station because just logistically, it's just easier to already have it. Swipe in, sit, enjoy the view, enjoy the weekend.
Pro tip. And of course, we are going to be covering this very historic day, the first opening of the first leg of Honolulu Skyline on air and online starting at 4 p.m. Thank you for joining us.